Active and passive voice. Read and compare these two sentences. I write a letter. A letter is written by me. The meaning of both the sentences is the same, but in sentence 1, I, subject, is the doer of the action write. Whereas in the sentence 2, a letter, subject is the receiver of the action is written verb. In sentence 1, subject I is the doer of the action and the subject is active. The verb write, therefore, is said to be in the active voice. In sentence 2, the subject letter is the receiver of the action. That is, the subject is not active but passive. The verb is written is therefore said to be in the passive voice. A verb is in the active voice when the person or thing denoted by the subject is the doer of the action, that is, when the subject acts or is active. A verb is in the passive voice when the person or thing denoted by the subject is the receiver of the action, that is, when the subject is passive or is acted upon. A voice is that form of a verb which shows whether what is denoted by the subject. How to change active voice into passive voice. The subject and the object in the active voice change their place in the passive voice. Subject into object and object into subject. Add by before the new object, changed from subject in the passive voice. Study this table for the change in the verbs. Present tense, active voice, passive voice. Simple. He writes a letter. A letter is written by him. Continuous. He is writing a letter. A letter is being written by him. Perfect. He has written a letter. A letter has been written by him. Past tense. Simple. He wrote a letter. A letter was written by him. Continuous. He was writing a letter. A letter was being written by him. Perfect. He had written a letter. A letter had been written by him. Future tense. Simple. He will write a letter. A letter will be written by him. Continuous. He will be writing a letter. No passive voice. Perfect. He will have written a letter. A letter will have been written by him. Remember, there is no passive form of a verb in perfect continuous form of all the three tenses. There is no passive form of a verb in the continuous form of the future tense. Change of some modals. Can, may, must. Modals. Active voice, passive voice. Can write, can be written. May write, may be written. Must write, must be written. Now the change of voice from active voice to passive voice is given tense-wise. Present indefinite tense or simple present tense. Formation of passive voice. Subject plus helping verb is or am or are plus third form of the main verb plus by plus object. Remember, is used with singular subject, am is used only with I, and are is used with plural number subject. Active voice, passive voice. I write a letter. A letter is written by me. He writes a letter. A letter is written by him. They write letters. Letters are written by them. Do children love animals? Are animals loved by children? You do not eat bread. Bread is not eaten by you. The peon rings the bell. The bell is rung by the peon. The grocer sells sugar. Sugar is sold by the grocer. Present continuous tense. Formation of passive voice. Subject plus helping verb is, am, are plus being plus third form of the main verb plus by plus object. Active voice. Passive voice. He is reading a book. A book is being read by him. She is beating me. I am being beaten by her. They are reading books. Books are being read by them. Is she beating me? Am I being beaten by her? You are buying books. Books are being bought by you. The grocer is not selling fruits. Fruits are not being sold by the grocer. Present perfect tense. Formation of passive voice. Subject plus helping verb has, have plus been plus third form of the main verb plus by plus object. Remember, has is used with singular subject and have is used with plural subject. Active voice. Passive voice. He has played a match. A match has been played by him. They have played a match. A match has been played by them. Has she sung a song? Has a song been sung by her? She has done her work. Her work has been done by her. We have not taught you. You have not been taught by us. Past indefinite tense or simple past tense. Formation of passive voice. Subject plus helping verb was or were plus third form of the main verb plus by plus object. Remember, was is used with singular subject and were is used with plural subject. Active voice. Passive voice. He called me. I was called by him. They did not run a race. A race was not run by them. Did the police catch the thief? Was the thief caught by the police? Why did he not call you? Why were you not called by him? Kapil stole my book. My book was stolen by Kapil. Past continuous tense. Formation of the passive voice. Subject plus helping verb was or were plus being plus third form of the main verb plus by plus object. Active voice. Passive voice. He was teaching me. I was being taught by him. We were teaching them. They were being taught by us. Were they playing a match? Was a match being played by them? I was not posting a letter. A letter was not being posted by me. She was not singing songs. Songs were not being sung by her. Past perfect tense. Formation of the passive voice. Subject plus had been plus third form of the main verb plus by plus object. Active voice. Passive voice. The teacher had taught the class. The class had been taught by the teacher. I had finished my work. My work had been finished by me. Had he done his work? Had his work done by him? She had not locked the house. The house had not been locked by her. The boys had eaten all the cakes before the party began. All the cakes had been eaten by the boys before the party began. Future indefinite tense or simple future tense. Formation of the passive voice. Subject plus will be or shall be plus third form of the verb plus by plus object. Remember, shall is used with the first person, I and we, and will is used with second and third person pronouns. Active voice, passive voice. I shall play a match. A match will be played by me. They will hurt you. You will be hurt by them. Will you beat him? Will he be beaten by you? The cat will not kill the rat. The rat will not be killed by the cat. Will the postman deliver the letters? Will the letters be delivered by the postman? Future perfect tense. Formation of the passive voice. Subject plus will or shall plus have been plus third form of the main verb plus by plus object. Active voice, passive voice. Sachin will have helped me. I shall have been helped by Sachin. Shall I have written a letter? Will a letter have been written by me? You will not have helped me. I shall not have been helped by you. Shall we have taught you? Will you have been taught by us? Verb with two objects. When the verb in the active voice has two objects, one of the two objects becomes the subject and the other is retained as object while changing the active voice to passive voice. Active voice, passive voice. Mr. Vipin wrote me a letter. I was written a letter by Mr. Vipin. A letter was written to me by Mr. Vipin. By seeing this example, we come to know that there are two types of objects: direct object, indirect object. In the above example, there are two objects, me and a letter. Which of the two is direct? Me is direct because for whom the letter is written, the answer of the question is direct object, and the other is the indirect object. Some examples of direct object when verb has two objects. Active voice, passive voice. She has lent him a book. He has been lent a book by her. I have given him 10 rupees. He has been given 10 rupees by me. He has offered her gift. She. Now, the passive voice of indirect objects. Active voice, passive voice. She has lent him a book. A book has been lent to him by her. I have given him 10 rupees. 10 rupees have been given to him by me. He has offered her a gift. A gift has been offered to her by him. Change of impressive sentences into passive voice. In these sentences, the subject is always omitted and the formation of passive voice is let plus be plus third form of the verb plus the past participle. Active voice, passive voice. Open the door. Let the door be opened. Respect your elders. Let your elders be respected. Do not tell a lie. Let a lie be not told by you. Post this letter. Let this letter be posted. Active voice, passive voice. He agreed with me. I was agreed with by him. He laughed at me. I was laughed at by him. I acted upon his methods. His methods were acted upon by me. We should help the poor. The poor should be helped by us.
Some other examples.
End of chapter. Click here to go to the next chapter.